Before I get started with the story, let me give a shout out to Julius Byron, who sent me this update, because it is an update to a story I talked about last year on my channel. And I'm gonna be honest, I forgot all about this story, because like I tell you, it's so many things that come out that I do so many stories and sometimes I'll forget. It's almost to the point where I might have to make notes of certain things that I talk about. But this is Travis O'Brien. If y'all remember, he was the little boy, and there was another girl by the name of Nicole Jackson, another little white girl, who left a group home and went to a home. They ran away, and then they engaged in a shootout with the cops when they found out that people had broken into this home. And this home was like in a very nice neighborhood, like it was a mansion style home. And they got into a serious shootout with these cops. I'm talking about they were using some heavy artillery. Now, I believe the girl Nicole Jackson, I think she was the only one that got hit by one of the bullets. I think a couple of the cops got hit too, but nobody died from this. But the update with this is he is now 13, and he got sentenced for having the shootout with the cops. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read the article, and we're going to find out how much time he's actually getting. Keep in mind, he's just 13. At the time, he was 12. A 13-year-old runaway who got into a shootout with Florida deputies last year, along with a female pal, pleaded no contest Wednesday and was sentenced to a juvenile facility. Travis O'Brien was just 12 when he and then 14-year-old Nicole Jackson holed up in a Volusia County house in June after breaking out of a local group home and opened fire on cops with a shotgun and an AK-47. He's a little tiny little boy, and he got into a big mess, defense attorney Jeff Dean told the station Wednesday. Look at how they described him. A little tiny teeny boy, and they even called him pint size. They got to try to make it sound cute. If only Tamir Rice was extended that same gratitude. Because they say that he was, like, they used every kind of stereotypical negative trope that they could use against a black boy. They even went as far as saying that I thought he was 18. Excuse me, you mean to tell me that you could look at that baby-faced boy and thought that he was 18? Are you kidding me? And he didn't even have a gun. He had a little cap gun, nothing that would have did no damage. Got pulled up on and shot in like 1.5 seconds, literally the definition to me of a drive-by. All because somebody called and said that I see a black person at the park with a gun. He wasn't in control of his situation, and he can't understand some of the things that we understand. Cause see, they're throwing it onto the girl because she was older, and I'll admit she was like the ringleader, to be quite honest. If you go back and read the old articles, she was pretty much leading the charge with that. O'Brien pled no contest to charges of burglary, criminal mischief, and attempted to murder of law enforcement officers, and was remanded to a maximum risk assessment program followed by conditional release. The sentence cannot exceed his 21st birthday, the outlet reported. The case against Jackson, now 15, is pending. The pint-sized Bonnie and Clyde busted out of the Florida United Methodist Children's Home and broke into an empty house in nearby Enterprise on June 1st. Sheriff's deputies responded to reports of a break-in and found themselves under fire and were held at bay by the youngsters for more than 35 minutes. "They're shooting on me," one deputy is heard saying, a viral video of the incident. "Hold the air, I'm code 4. She's re-racking around inside the shotgun. Let's not engage them anymore," the dispatcher is heard responding. "Let's not challenge them." Jackson is heard shrieking on footage after getting hit with return fire, and both runaways were taken into custody. Last year, a local couple offered to adopt Jackson. You better than me, because there's no way in hell I would ever adopt someone like that. They've already proven that they are extremely dangerous, and better not have any kind of firearms in the house. Because the fact that they got into the shootout with them for 35 minutes and they were re-racking these guns, AK-47s and shotguns at their age, while engaging in a 35-minute shootout with the cops, I couldn't trust it. They was on some Rambo type ish. They called them the little Bonnie and Clyde. That should tell you something right there. And you know what's so crazy? They called them Bonnie and Clyde. They tend to romanticize that relationship quite a bit. I mean, how many movies have they made about Bonnie and Clyde, and they're still held in regards today as if they were the best thing walking around town? Hell, even Beyonce and Jay-Z made a song about it back in 2003 called "03 Bonnie and Clyde." And that's basically a song, you know, telling their version of the relationship of the real life Bonnie and Clyde, but in a video format. But that was more for entertainment purpose as far as music goes. But let's not forget what they did when they were alive. I remember seeing videos of how it ended. It's crazy. But anyway, yeah. They said that so basically he's going to remain in this facility until he's 21. So that means for the next 7 years. And then I guess he'll be out. Whoop-de-doo. Now I'm curious to see what's going to happen to the girl. What's going to happen with her. Something tells me they're going to deal with her a little bit more harshly because she was older, and they can lead into the thing of saying that she coerced him into committing the act. But either way, her and him are not good. They've already started young. So I can only imagine how they'll be by the time they get out. Y'all let me know what you think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you are new. Make sure you hit that bell to be notified when I upload a new video or go live.